What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I just want to deliver something from my heart today. We could talk about it in the comments as we always do. You might have to send this one out to some of the young bucks. You might have to share this with some, and it not even have to be young. Just this may not be for people that's actually watching this now, but you may know somebody that's gonna fall in this category. And if you would, just share it with them. Tell them to take a look, see what they think about it. Hopefully, it don't offend nobody, but I got to talk about some stuff that I see, especially in social media, some things that I see. And I wouldn't be me and have this kind of channel, excuse me, if I could not put my perspective on it, my thoughts. I have to be honest, I'm a little concerned about this red pill movement that's been going on, and I'm concerned about it in particular for the men and the young men who feel that they are to subscribe to its theories. For those of you who are not familiar with red pill, blue pill, you may see that thrown out a lot. Oh, he's red pill, he's blue pill. It's pretty much coming from the original movie Matrix, where Neo was given a choice to see the truth, regardless of if you may like it or not. It was just going to be the hardcore truth. The reality of things is red pill. If you want to stay pretty much in ignorance, then you would choose the blue pill. So blue pill people are asleep, red pill men are woke. That's pretty much the long and short. What ends up happening though, that I see the most, is a man would be, for instance, there's a couple type of people. I'm just gonna talk about maybe one or two of them. You'll have a man that's in a marriage. His wife may leave him for his best man that was in the wedding 15 years before. They've been married 15 years. Then he gets the text or whatever, I no longer love you. Me and Ricky running off to Australia, spend our lives together. And quite naturally, that kind of news is devastating. It'll rip you apart. If you're going hard, as we say, if you're going hard in the paint, be a provider, love your wife, being faithful, to get that kind of news, even if he's not your best friend or best man. I'm running off with my boss. I'm running off with the Uber driver. I'm running off with another woman. I'm running off with your cousin. It'll devastate you. It'll have you, in your room at night like you got worms in your belly. Just you be twisted up, crying and boo-hooing. If you was to be honest, you want to lay in your mama's lap. Yeah, you won't tell nobody, but that's what you want to do. That kind of news will rock your world, it'll rock your boat. It'll knock your systems out. And then you stumble across, now that your eyes have been opened to the harshness that women can be, that no matter what you do, they can still turn on you. No matter how much you provide for their safety and their financial stability, women can still turn on you and do devilish things. Your eyes are open now. The problem is when your eyes get open, you have to remember that we're all still human beings, and you have to go in understanding that from the beginning. So you know what I think it is? Let me tell you what I think it is. This ain't all of it. I'm just giving me. The problem is a lot of men, I'm talking about men right now. A lot of men grew up and they didn't have a lot of girls or girlfriends back in middle school and high school. That's what the problem is. A lot of these men grew up, we'll call them Poindexters. That's what we used to call them back in the day. Poindexters, little nerds. Walked around, glasses on all tight, pants all up high around your navel, high waters on. You don't want to play no sports. You just want to come in, carry your little lunchbox, little Hulk on the front, little He-Man on the front. And you grew up that way. You didn't have a lot of interaction with women. And then of course, you grow into yourself and you get married, but you still haven't had a lot of interaction with women, but it's okay for you because you give yourself to one woman, as you should. You give yourself to Sally Sue. Yeah, you probably had one little nerdy girlfriend in middle school, and she was probably extremely overweight. She wasn't that cute. Both of y'all was nerds. Y'all would share each other glasses. When one of y'all glasses would break, y'all was so cute. Here, use mine. You could read the chalkboard, give it back. Y'all was cute. She done moved on somewhere else. You ain't really date nobody else in high school, in college. You ain't really date nobody. But you coming into your own, you losing that baby fat, becoming a nice looking man per se, but you still a Poindexter, you still a nurse. A lot of women probably not interested in you. Got friends, but they all, you know, thinkers, and everybody's trying to get their degrees. You ain't really invited to a whole lot of parties. You get married, your wife do something like that, rocks your world. But if you had the opportunity, like some of us, to date in middle school, high school, we already learned in middle school you can date one of the baddest females in the school, in the class. And when football season come along and come around, she probably gonna leave you for the star quarterback. We learned that in the 8th grade. You can have this is what we used to say, baddest broad. Yeah. Back in the 80s, early 90s, the girls used to wear little shiny shoes. Where I was at, used to wear these little shiny shoes, almost like dress shoes, little stockings, little mini skirt. They had a little body on them, everything just poked out. They dressed real classy, had their natural hair all done up. Y'all remember? Those of you that's from my era? Yeah. Looking good. Looking like they could have been dancers on In Living Color. But we knew. Basketball season come around, whoever's the star pointing guard, you might lose. If she look good, you might lose her to so-and-so. You're going to lose her to Quan. Real talk. You're going to lose her to Trayvon. Real talk. Star quarterback. You're going to lose her. So we knew at an early age, women can't really be trusted when it comes to certain things. So we were not caught off guard. We already was living in the red pill. We was never deceived to think that the world was an innocent place. Yeah. We be standing on the block talking to a chick, you know. Guys talk that talk. We go to licking our lip. We stand on the block. Hey, girl, what's happening? Damn, you this and that. Then the next thing you know, I know they're get hit in the face. What? Yeah, you talking to my girl. What's up, man? We go to pulling up our shorts, grabbing our little in the middle. Yeah, you already know it's about to go down. You tell my man what I do. You talk to my girl. We already knew. She seen him coming. She didn't tell you nothing. Yeah, she lied to you, told you she didn't have nobody. When the dude start beating you down, she leave him alone. We knew. These girls right here, they can't be trusted. But if you grew up a Poindexter, you grew up, you weren't around that type of environment, then you get your mind blown because your wife leave you for no reason. She get bored and leave the marriage. Now you red pill, but you drink so much of the juice, you just so against women. And you turn to these alpha male, super alpha male channels that talk in maybe a derogatory way, and you try to be a part of that crowd. And this is what I want to tell you. Be careful that you become something or try to become something that you are not. Because the red pill is the harsh reality for everything, not just against women. The same woman that would have left you or will leave you for your cousin, that same woman got a sister that you looked at inappropriately. And thank God she didn't make an advance on you, because you probably would have failed. The same woman that let you work and ran away with all your money and said, I'm bored with you. That same woman walked up behind you when you fell asleep on the couch with your manhood in your hand for messing with it raw and seeing all of the choreography that you was looking at before you passed out. You left your phone running and the girl on the screen still hollering. You sleep. She done seen it. Because the red pill is the harsh realities of all of life, not just against women. So be careful that you don't become something that you are not. Remember, we are humans, and both men and women have the potential to do some crazy-ish. The woman can run off with your homeboy, and the man can run off with another man. That's red pill. That's the harsh reality. Ignorance says nothing will ever happen to me. Nothing will ever go wrong. I'm blinded to it all. She'll never leave me. He'll never leave me. I work too much. She loved me too much. I sex him so much he'll never go to another woman. That's blinded. But just be careful that you don't drink so much of that Kool-Aid that you are so against humanity that you never turn that thing around and look at yourself. And I know that there are a great number of men who probably did not deserve what they got, but there's just as many women that have not deserved what they got. And to the woman, I know that you probably, some of you, did not deserve the treatment that you got. You married him thinking it was going to be bliss. 6 years in, he started going upside your head. Yeah, you wasn't ready for that. Yeah. Just like the men probably wasn't ready for the chaos that she would bring. So send this to somebody. In your drinking the red Kool-Aid or taking the red pill, remember, it's the reality, it's the harsh truth of life. And the truth of life is both men and women can be a bit much. A woman can be exceedingly deceptive. She can use her powers for evil. She can flutter her eyes and move her lips and move her hips to get men to do whatever she wants them to do. Yes, that is the reality. She can lie to you, sleep with you, and drain you. That is the reality, or a reality of the world we live in. And a man can do the same thing. A man can impregnate you and tell you, I don't want to have nothing to do with the child, and it ain't even mine. Don't call me, don't text me, don't look me up. I don't care what you tell the child. That's the harsh reality of life. That's red pill. I'm no longer blinded to think that I live in an innocent world. That's red pill. Not just all women are evil, but humanity can be evil. And if you can understand that balance, you can bring your cell phone back. Yeah. Sorry that your wife did that to you. Sorry that she ran off with your uncle. I'm sorry that she ran off with your dad. I'm sorry that she ran off with your son who's half her age. I'm sorry. But there's a woman that's got a story to tell too. And to the women, I'm sorry for that. But there's a man that's got a story to tell too. And one thing about my channel, I try to keep it fair for everybody. So I'm concerned. This red pill talk, let's make sure you ain't, make sure you've been accountable to yourself. Don't just drink whatever somebody put in front of you, and then you get on YouTube and you find all these channels that's talking negative against men or negative against women, and you want to sign up and say, yeah, all women are this and that, and let's treat them like crap. Be careful. You still reap what you sow. You might have started good, but if you continue down a path of that, you're going to sow more evil seeds, and you're going to reap again and again and again and again, and you will leave this earth sour and bitter that nobody ever did you right. And it'll never dawn on you that you changed when you got hurt and you started treating people in a bad way. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let your pain transform you, man or woman. Let your pain transform you into being a better person and open your eyes to understanding this is what I need to look for now and do a better job in the next person that I pick, and don't keep falling in the same trap. And even then, it could still happen again, and you have to regroup and do it all over again until our day is up. Let's talk about it in the comments. Y'all be good.